Hello learners, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. In this part we will discuss about the open loop voltage gain of the op amp, then closed loop voltage gain of an op amp, and that after we will discuss on the frequency response of the op amp, and then we will discuss on the common mode rejection ratio, that is CMRR. So we have already discussed about the op amp, that is in case of the operational amplifier. So there are the two terminals are present, one is inverting and another one is the non-inverting terminal. That is inverting terminal is given by the negative sign and the positive terminal that is used for the non-inverting, and one is output here present. Now in case of the open loop voltage gain, it means that the voltage gain of the op amp without feedback is taken. So it is the voltage gain, of an op amp with feedback, without feedback, of an op amp without feedback. That is when no feedback is given to this operational amplifier, so we can take the voltage gain. So feedback means we have to short this inverting terminal with this output voltage, and that is called the feedback. So here no feedback circuit is present here, so that is called, it is the voltage gain of an op amp without feedback. Okay, and it is, we can write, it is the ratio between the output voltage, to the differential input voltage. So simply we can write A equal to, if I write the voltage gain to be A, so this is basically open loop voltage gain, we can write it as AO or simply A. This is equal to VO, that is output voltage, divided by VD, that is your differential voltage. And also if I will symbolize this as this voltage across the non-inverting is suppose V plus and across the non-inverting is V minus, so simply the differential voltage will be equal to, that is VD equal to V plus minus V minus. Okay, so this is simply can be written as VO divided by V plus minus V minus. So this represents the open loop voltage gain of an op amp. Now we will see the closed loop voltage gain of an op amp. So in case of the open loop voltage gain of the op amp, so there will be no feedback is present, but here in case of the closed loop, so there will be a feedback circuit will be present. That is, if I will join this one is your inverting and this is your non-inverting terminal, so here the feedback is given across this terminal and it is connected to the output voltage. Okay, so here I can write that it is the voltage gain of an op amp, it is the voltage gain of an op amp with feedback. Okay, so here the feedback circuit is present, that is the feedback circuit is connected to the inverting terminal to the output voltage. In the feedback circuit means the output that will get across this terminal, it will again feed to the circuit or it will again feed to the operational amplifier. Okay, so here this is the ratio between, it is the ratio between the output voltage, that is our VO, to the input signal, that is we may supply at this terminal, suppose, to the input signal voltage. So this input signal voltage, it is symbolized as your VS, suppose it is denoted as VS. So we can write here the voltage gain A prime, that is equal to, for the closed loop here I am representing as A prime, that is equal to VO divided by VS. Okay, so in case of the closed loop voltage gain, this is VO by VD, that is the differential voltage, but in case of the closed loop voltage gain, this is simply VO by VS. And this closed loop voltage gain of an op amp, it can be reduced with the negative feedback. So the peak output voltage in case of the frequency response, we can study that the peak output voltage the peak output voltage, it basically limits the maximum operating frequency. Maximum operating frequency. Maximum operating frequency. That is, if the operating point of an op-amp it is increased beyond a particular value, then the maximum output voltage, its swing is decreased, and the open voltage gain, we can say the open voltage gain, it is decreased, the input impedance decrease, and the output impedance will increases. Now we will discuss on common mode rejection ratio. Now let us consider this is the op-amp having the input terminals, this is suppose plus and this one is minus. So this is your V1 and this one is the input V2 and this is your output VO. Okay. So this common mode rejection ratio, or this is CMRR, it is the ratio of voltage gain. It is the ratio of voltage gain for the differential input. Differential means V1 minus V2. Okay. Differential input signal to the voltage gain for the common mode input signal. Okay. So it basically means, if I will write the CMRR, so this CMRR, that is common mode rejection ratio, it is equal to the voltage gain by the differential input divided by the voltage gain by the common mode input signal. So basically, if I will discuss about the common mode, so this common mode voltage we can write Vc equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2, and the differential voltage equal to V1 minus V2. Okay, if I write this AD and AC, it represents, let me write, where AD equal to, that is, since CMRR equal to AD by AC, so we can write where AD equal to the voltage gain for the differential input signal. Voltage gain for the differential input signal. Okay. And similarly, this AC, that is A substrate C, this is equal to the voltage gain for, this is the voltage gain for the common mode, voltage gain for the common mode input signal. Okay. Now let us Okay. Now let us consider V1 and V2. They represent the voltage applied across the non-inverting and inverting terminal respectively. Let V1 equal to the voltage applied across the non-inverting terminal, and V2 equal to the voltage applied across the inverting terminal. Now we can write, therefore, the differential input signal can write Vd equal to V1 minus V2. Okay, this is your equation 1. This is your Vd minus V2, that is your equation 1. And similarly, common mode signal, we can write the common mode signal, that is also known as the average input signal, that is equal to Vc, that is equal to V1 plus V2 divided by 2. Or we can write 2Vc equal to V1 plus V2. Okay. Or it can be written like this. So this is suppose equation 2. Now if I will add this equation 2 and 1, adding equation 1 and 2, we can write adding equation 1 and 2. So you can see this V2 get cancelled. So 2V1 equal to 2VC plus VD. So 2V1 equal to 2VC plus VD. Okay. Or also this can be written as or V1 equal to VC plus VD by 2. We can write like this. Or this VD can be written as VD equal to VC plus VD by 2 minus V. We can write like this. This is your V2. Since you know, since VD equal to V1 minus V2, so simply in place of V1 I can write this V1 equal to VD minus V2. So here I am just writing this is your VD. This is your VD plus V2. VD equal to V1 minus V2. So V1 will be equal to VD plus V2. So this will be VD plus V2. So here taking to the right hand side, this will be VD minus V2. Okay. Now just simplifying this, VD minus VD by 2. So this will be VD by 2, or simply I can write V2 will be equal to, this will be VC minus VD by 2. So we can write like this. Okay. This is suppose equation number 3. So therefore the output voltage can be written as the output voltage equal to, so it can be denoted as V0, and we know this is equal to A1 V1 plus A2 V2. Okay, where A2 and A1 we can write, where A1 equal to the voltage gain of the op amp. This is the voltage gain of an op amp, voltage gain of an op amp when inverting terminal is grounded. Okay, when inverting terminal is grounded. And now similarly we can write this A2, this is equal to the voltage gain, this is the voltage gain of an op amp, voltage gain of op amp when non-inverting terminal is grounded. Non-inverting terminal is grounded. So this is your inverting and non-inverting terminal voltage gain. Okay. Now if I put this value, that is from this expression, if I put the value that is here we have calculated. Let me give this is your equation number 3 and this is your equation number 4. Okay. So now you can see in equation 3 this is your V1 equal to this much, and equation 4 this is V2 equal to this much. If I substitute this value in V1 and V2 value in this VO, so putting equation 3 and 4 in this expression, we will get V0 equal to, if I write it here, so this V0 equal to A1 whole into, this is your VC plus VD by 2, this is your V1 value, plus A2 into VC minus VD by 2, this is your V2 value. So you can see from this expression, so this V1 equal to VC plus VD by 2 and V2 equal to VC minus VD by 2. So simply substituting this equation 3 and 4 in this output expression, we will get this much. Okay. Now this is equal to, again if I will take common VC, then this will be A1 plus A2 whole into VC plus 1 by 2 whole into A1 minus A2 whole into VD. So here we have taken common the common voltage as well as the differential voltage, or we can write it as, or this can be represented as V0 equal to, we can write this is your AC, that is this coefficient AC into VC plus 1 by 2, sorry, let me write, this is your AD into VD. Okay. So where this AC equal to, where AC, that is the common voltage gain, is equal to A1 plus A2, and this AD equal to 1 by 2 A1 minus A2. So you can see simply in this part we have substituted this value, AC equal to A1 plus A2 and AD equal to half A1 minus A2. Okay. So this is your AC and AD value. Now what is the CM error? So CMRR is nothing but the ratio between AD and AC. So we can write CMRR equal to AD divided by AC. So AD value equal to 1 by 2 A1 minus A2 and AC equal to A1 plus A2. So this is divided by A1 plus A2, or simply we can write this CMRR value is equal to 1 by 2 whole into A1 minus A2 divided by A1 plus A2. Okay. So this is called the CMRR ratio. That is, the CMRR ratio in A1 and A2 represents, A1 represents the voltage gain of the op-amp when inverting terminal is grounded. Okay. And A2 represents the voltage gain of the op-amp when non-inverting terminal is grounded. So basically the CMRR, it is the ratio between the voltage gain due to the differential, and the AC represents the common voltage gain, or we can say the voltage gain for the common mode input signal. Now the decibel measures of the CMRR, we can write the decibel measures of CMRR, that is we can write CMRR in decibel, that is dB, equal to 20 log base 10 AD by AC. Okay, this is the CMRR in decibel, or this can be written as CMRR decibel. This is equal to 20 log base 10 CMRR. Okay, because you know AD by AC is simply, this is your CMRR. So in terms of the decibel also we can represent like this. And also you should note that for an ideal op-amp, the voltage gain, that is for the differential input signal, this is infinite, and the voltage gain for the common mode input signal, that is equal to 0. So we can write this CMRR result in, this is equal to AD by AC. Since AC equal to 0, so that will give your infinite result. And for the practical op-amp, if I write for practical op-amp, this is practical op-amp. So in this case the AD value, this is not infinite, that is very large value. Okay, this is very large value. And similarly AC is not 0 here, practically will not get 0, but here the value is very small, very small. So now if I will take the CMRR ratio, that is AD by AC, so you will get very large value. Okay, that is not infinite, you will get very large value. That is in case of your practical op-amp. So this is the difference between an ideal op-amp and practical op-amp. So in this way you can calculate the common mode rejection ratio for the operational amplifier. This is all for today. Thank you.